This is my first stream of Humble Villager. Welcome to my stream. Um, so today I wanted to stream this very special game to me, which is Scarlet Hollow. This is a great game made by the same developers of Slave or Princess, which was quite of a pristine game, you could say. Um, so I actually already have played the game for the four first chapters. The five just came out, and I wanted to do a full playthrough with all chapters. So here I go. I have to say that this is my first stream of all ever, and I am French, so I will struggle with pronunciation as you can hear it currently. I hope the audio settings are good. But I wanted to do it in English just because, as of yet, since it is uh, still in development, there's no translation in French yet. So I will voice the characters in English directly. Live translation is a bit hard. Okay, I hope it will be still viewable, even with my strong French accent. Let me know in the chat. Um, but I'll be delighted to see English people, French people, anyone really, on this amazing game. I won't spoil much, and let's get into it. So, I'm the humble villager, and I live in the city of the village. Here it go. Uh, so you can choose your gender if the game doesn't impact anything. I will play as a male, just so because I have a male voice, so it's more convenient. Um, okay, and here we already see why this is a good game. You actually can select two traits that will impact the gameplay and define your character a bit more. So I won't. I will let you discover the game with me, but talk to animals is just a must-have. It's all there's we will be animals on the games, and you will be able to talk to them. So it will really add um, more scene, more characters to the game. I really like this trait, and also I like keen eye. I like to be an observant and empathetic person. It will tell us more about the character and their mind, their developments. And being observant in general is good to have. It's not to say that other traits are not good, they are, but this is the character I want to play. So, you jolt awake at the bus, hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence to the waking world, the past few days comes back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of boat races with countless late-night stops in city depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pauline Scarlett, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with each side of your family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying, oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of a one-sided conversation ago. I was up to Maryland working for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Yeah, teen stuff. So the girl comes to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fish her out, and her goat phone got soaked, so she couldn't cop the cop on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off about a year, so it's pretty serious. For about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And jeez, you ever got so mad you just wanna kill somebody? um, no, not really. Uh, you're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart some days. It changes a person. Makes them think they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff, or if I might just wind up on a bus and do New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go to there. Okay, so we can see that the trait actually comes into play here. Hmm. But do you love her enough to make this work? You are so worked up by the thought of losing her that you were threatened to kill her. But now that she's giving birth to a child you created together, you're planning on running off? And even if you love her, think about whether that love is strong enough that you'd be able to handle raising a kid together. Think about your actions are going to impact his life and whether removing yourself would be better for him in the long run. Ah, yeah, good stuff to think about. Anyways, where you said you were headed? I didn't. Not not to be nasty, or just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Huh, I think you're rude. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as I call it in these parts. But that's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I rode it pretty often too, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. For, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work on the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my body goes desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while now when I think about it. I should see things on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, firmly focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger whistles for his bag before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're both peanuts. I got them in the gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't been eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they tripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip. Sometimes, picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Uh, honestly, no thanks. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. We're still a good 45 minutes left of your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man set the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juice dribbles out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery. Don't know how to pronounce. Instantly sucking in its in Pinot's brain. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friends. He sure loves to talk. And just like that, you're alone, the stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop. Its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads "bus station", but calling it felt a bit disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. For a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much of a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust cloud as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, humble villager. You instantly recognize the one young woman from a few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here, but I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue option labeled "Explore" can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. So, the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. And have you worked out all the details yet? Hmm, taken care of. Don't need any help. She doesn't seem like the type that's really like conversation, as you can see, so I won't force her. You decide not to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. For it has seen better day. Its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramped apartments in great cities. I actually live in Paris, so it's actually pretty cramped. Yeah, so I'm online with my character. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold onto the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear the doors creak on their hinge and the edges and modes of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's family estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during the stay. I wouldn't go rendering anything else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, You stick to your room, your bathroom, and your kitchen, and hallway, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to work. You can leave your bag here for the time being. Cool, thanks. Let's just get that stir over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesday, a woman from towns comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I would recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, that's fixing for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. These are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden from here, but it's pretty wide. Someone wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking overs. Choose carefully. Okay, so I'm doing a quick pause and comments here. Actually, I won't explore all of the explore option in the game. I will try to be efficient on my choices. So as the game stated, you need to pick the one you want. So she's tired and uh, annoyed with me. I don't want to take too much of her time. We don't really know each other yet, so I'll be just. It's nice. It's a kitchen. All right. What's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Is that your cat? What's his name? Frou Frou. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she lets you know. Leave the cat be. You decide to follow Tabitha's advice. Shall we move on? The bathroom awaits. You once again follow Tabitha for a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it gets easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom, right outside. Do what you must if you must. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles, piles of chunks sit untouched in the corners of a room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Okay. So here, hmm, because it's not just, it's really like gross, and she wants me to use it. Okay, I think I will comment that it's a bit rude to leave such a bathroom to your guest. Even she can dislike me, but it's just not proper manner. So I will give a comment here. Are you sure this toilet works? Ah, yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid. Therefore, the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. Okay, that's the spirit. Okay, sorry. Scrum, fellas. The jig is up. Okay, that was the bugs talking, because I'm talking to animals. Bugs critters for the balls or you leave a seat. Okay, the characters must be polite. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good as a place as any. You do what you must, and we join your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly returns in the foyer before climbing the stairs and reach the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The lemons are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it. So you better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. What's with all the boxes? Old family stuff. Okay, okay. Great. Thanks. I guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back in the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect me to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away, and others down the line. I think I have to comment that we don't have to be uncomfortable around each other. We don't have to get along, but still, being icy towards each other is not good. So I just wanted to ease up her a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been tasty since you've gotten here. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Please just stay out of my hair till later, okay? I have work to do. Alright, I won't keep you, but we should hang out once you get back. Okay, she clearly dislikes friendliness. So, but I'm friendly. I'm just that's who I am. So I will still be friendly, not pushy, but friendly. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to be get done this week. Your cousin lives through the front door. I know it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Yeah, food is good. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of the ancient place. A PPJ is exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweighs your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. So now that there's no one around, I think I can talk to Fofo just to see. Fofo hisses at you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Hmm. Do you know what's in the silk part of the part of your side? I'm a curious person, so I'll try. No, they aren't you. But of course, I'm not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. Oh, I want to pet the cat, but the cat doesn't want to be pet. That's a shame. Back away. You back away from Fufu, trying to not to make any sudden movements. It's good to see that you finally learned your place. Fufu's eyes remain fixed on you with palpable disdain. Okay, let's dive. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note tapped on the door, reading, Jenny, stay out, in all caps. Below, below it, in separate handwriting, are the word, Okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Okay, so I don't want to see an all takeouts. Mayonnaise, jelly, ice cream. Ice cream I don't is off limits. That's so I won't touch it. You reach for one of the unopened jar of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You wave a sign of relief when you realize it's recent. These were either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually used. All you need to know is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Okay, let's look closer. You squint into the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collecting on the cover. You pick it up. You flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf brains and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, but you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call that their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from that place. Okay, so we get. Um, hey, my character is a bit judgmental here. I am against animals consumption, but still, it's still local tradition, so you never know. You shut the book and put it back into its place. Okay, bread. Oh no, it's not bread. It's oh sorry. It's pain de mie. I want real bread. I want baguette. I'm French. I'm so disappointed. Okay, but I will. It will do. You pick up one of the non-moderate loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Okay, peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar in mashed up cockroaches. Gross. Okay, the only things you need now are a plate and a knife. So mac and cheese is for her, I think. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Okay, the cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Why is it weird? Okay, so plate, butter knife. You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Okay. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. PBJ, despite the state of this horrendous kitchen. No, no, it's not horrendous. Sorry, it's dusty, but and messy a bit, but honestly, it's nothing like the toilet. For me, it's okay. You have successfully combined your three ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congrats! You can feed yourself. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. So, she didn't want me to go to the garden, but I want. Let's check out. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out there. You head back inside and close the door behind you. I'm done. Congratulations! You've eaten and have a full day's ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Yes, I'm curious. I would definitely do that. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of her estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Now that your crossing is gone, the edges and pains of your journey sinks into your bone. You start back up the stairs of your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Okay, just... Oh, hello, buddy. You drag your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Afraid! My friend, I know hurt. Afraid! Can you move, please? I wanna put my clothes in there. No, this dusty house. Oh, okay. That's cute. I don't care about the hygiene. You're poor You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Testing closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes on the dresser instead of the closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Of course you're sharing the worm with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine more closely. It's foot reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. You close this closet behind you. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates of inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Maui Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she is actually in the mood for conversation. Let's check the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been seen in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some garden gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve strawberries, and do whatever you needed to return it to its former glories. And once it was all done, you'd sit by your fountain, which of course would be a little goldfish in it, and drink a floored tea while enjoying the birdsong. Okay, that was a mouthful. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else to do here right now. Might as well head to town. Now that you're still in, there's not much left to do here that others than to head out and explore the town. You do just that. Okay. If you had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you'd probably just have asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and borrow some of the tension. Or maybe her mother funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's pretty out there. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The hollow, at that gate on the bus called it, has probably seen better day. It still have a feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks and cracks are many of the front storefronts are boarded up, the windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, why, I do declare, who is this stranger, and why does he smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Herbal Villager. Oh my. I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Humble Villager. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. I'm not often a, it's not often I see a stranger face up in the hall. Every now and then there's a new crop of cool folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for a funeral, aren't you? A Scarlet funeral? Yep, I just got in town today. Oh, I don't think there will be anyone else coming. Just telling Tabby how she's holding up. Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of the days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Perlin Pass, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Mm, She seems to be taking it okay. I don't know her that well, so I can't tell if things have had an impact on her mood, but I get the sense that she's always a little rough around the edges. That's maybe alright. I'm glad to hear she's doing okay. She and her mom were really close, and to think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. But I guess she's got you there to keep her company now. That'd be good for her, even if she doesn't realize it herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. But that's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as I remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard I think that's a Shakespearean play. I don't really remember this one well, but I think it's more a comedy, as you might have expected. She was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl on her horrible little or her whole. Okay, oh sorry, it's question. Okay, I haven't seen I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle age. Oh, before I slip, oh, before I slip my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou, or does that monster fare? Okay, I'm sorry, Gretchen, I don't want to pass for a crazy person. I have to be careful. Yeah, if you do see that devil of a cat, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you get to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the dinner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Biscuits? Your treat? Hell yeah. Awesome. Let's go. The pleasant aroma of crazy breakfast food hangs away in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of a family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life, all of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Hey everyone, I'm Herbal Villager. I'm just in town for a funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk you at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't mean many strangers as is. If you you're related with too, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Can I? As you settled into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmur of a conversation around you. Stella turned to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shot sidelong glances in your direction while they sprang to each other. Vivian's kids. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looked so much like her. Oh yeah, those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. Oh, I've always thought it would go away when she's finally got her return, but I guess unhappiness was packed into her DNA. Mm. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why she looks so sad. I would look sad too. We had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean too? I don't know. I don't know. I'll find out the next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you gonna finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, sweet pea, and we gotta get home to help Daddy. In the far back corner, a mat sat alone on a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why, a stranger, we went out to towns, never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age. Why is it always cowboys, punks, and whippersnappers? Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched over the corner booth, Woody is scarfing down a big place of food. So, what's a Bud's cousin? There's that funeral this week, if I'm doing right, for awful Miss, for old Miss Berlin. May she rot in peace. Oh, let me relate you. Where's the tax? One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how full they were, especially before they've been so much as lain to rest. If you've been around on to a heyday, they'd be speaking ill too, would you guess? He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. But Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Curse the world of out of him. May every scarlet burn in hell. That's enough of that. Hey, Stella. Okay, I don't know what voice I should do. No soundtrack. What's it called? Hey, 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 Stella. I went ahead and fixed you with a coffee. He looks, or she, I don't know. Hey, Stella. I will do maybe sensual like. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you with a coffee. They quickly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the later lady. For me, for me. Gretchen sniffs for bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button of your keyboard to head for textbook at any time. Indeed you can. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the country. Avery pours the flagrant brew into an empty mug in front of you. The linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice for biscuits. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slam around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure in the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Ivory's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Okay. So I'm taking a little break. I need to drink some water. And maybe check the chats. Okay. Is there anyone that watched my stream yet? Is there anyone that watched my stream yet? Is there anyone that watched my stream yet? Okay. There's some echo, but okay. There's some echo, but okay. There's some echo, but okay. Let's back to the game screen. I think it will be better. Let's back to the game screen. I think it will be better. Let's back to the Okay, it's not. Okay, it's not. Okay, I'll be back in 5, 10 minutes. I just need to eat like a normal human being.